Hi, Rod Henry, your professor here for Business Administration 4467 Marketing Research. Welcoming you to the class here. It's fall 2013. Um, Again, welcome. We're going to have a lot of fun. Let me start by giving you a quick introduction as to who I am, relevant to perhaps marketing research. Number one, born in North Carolina, raised in New York. My education is from Binghamton University, State University College at Buffalo, Syracuse University, and the University of Mississippi Ole Miss. Experience relevant to this is I've done a lot of work as a consultant. I worked as a consultant for the Small Business Development Center, Small Business Administration. I've done other projects for towns, et cetera, dealing with marketing issues, other types of polling issues. Also worked for some politicians, done some political marketing research, which is always fun to do if you've ever had the chance to do it. I highly recommend that you do so. You'll find it quite interesting. Along the way, I discovered several things. Number one, some people are in marketing because they want to not have to deal with statistics or numbers perhaps as much as, say, a finance degree. Well, too bad. You're going to have to deal with them, and you're going to have to learn them. If you don't demonstrate proficiency in the basic statistical tools, you will not pass the class. Another thing about this class that's quite important is group work and group projects. Now, I had not done group projects in my distance courses for a number of years. Our accrediting agency, as well as others, have said that they want teamwork to happen. So we did it on campus, and they said if you're going to have a team on campus, you're going to have a team online off campus. And when I think about it, it makes a lot of sense, because this is how the world actually is. If you look at how things get done in operations, different companies in the year 2013, you find that there are all sorts of groups that are out there working on projects, getting things done, and they can be all over the globe. Something as simple, say, as a program like The Simpsons. You can have concepts that originate with writers who are living wherever. They could be in Europe, they could be in Hollywood, they could be in some other place. They run them through the various studios, which can be headquartered in New York City, Los Angeles, other places. Once that's done, the production stream continues with a lot of the actual animation work being sent over to places like Korea, I believe in the case of The Simpsons. However, India and China have had film industries that have done a lot of animation, and they've also been used to do a lot of projects. Things like computer graphics can be done anywhere. So whenever you see a show like Futurama, for example, you could have someone in Serbia, Latvia, wherever, doing the computer graphics for that. So, international teams are here, distance teams are here, and you have to learn how to be part of them. I was thinking about this when I had some students last semester say, gosh, it's too hard to do long distance teams, we really can't do them. Well, one of the first major projects I did as a consultant was way back in 1987-88, and this, I assume most of you were not born then, or if you were young, toddlers, etc. So you have no idea of what that age of computing was like. Basically, it was a situation where if you wanted to send anything any distance, it had to go over this thing called a modem, which went through a regular telephone line, not a dedicated computer networking line, and they were extremely slow. Now we're talking about systems that have 4 meg per second, etc., with the ability to do that type of data transfer. Now that's 4 megabytes of data. At that point, we had 12.2. One of the faster modem I had 28.8 kilobytes of data per second. Extremely slow. However, given that, my friend and I, we were doing this project long distance. We were able to get work done simply by being responsive to each other and making sure that we did the tasks when they had to get done. We came up with workarounds around the different data issues, data transmission issues, and we're able to get the job done. You're in a much better situation now with D2L, the speed, even if you're on a fairly slow landline, you still have the ability to do what has to be done to get this project done, this group project done, which you, again, you will have. Let me do a quick syllabus walkthrough. First of all, you have to take a quiz on this syllabus, and you have to do it in the first week. Otherwise, you cannot pass the class. I have discovered in the past that if students are incapable, unable of getting into the class the first week, doing the work online, getting in touch with their project partners, etc., if that doesn't happen in the first week, forget it. Right off the class, you're not going to have a good result. I don't want you in the class, and the other people in the class you'll be working with, they don't want you around either. Sorry, that's just the way it is. Online is not for everybody, and you have to be ready to rise to the occasion. Okay, so what is this? I'm going to read from the class description that we have in our catalog. Basically, fundamentals and techniques involved in gathering, recording, analysis, and presentation of data used in solving problems in marketing management. And this requires the preparation and presentation, note presentation, of a research project. You should have had Business Administration 3361. You should also have enough mathematical ability to be able to handle some fairly basic statistics. We're not going to go beyond regression here, so you should be okay.